Tegucigalpa, a hurricane-like storm that lasted only 40 minutes but lasted for hours, followed by massive flooding that engulfed the capital, destroyed hundreds of homes, completely destroyed city infrastructure, and completely paralyzed the daily lives of thousands of people, plunging the region into an extraordinary crisis. On the afternoon of Tuesday, June 3rd, the Honduran capital Tegucigalpa and the neighboring settlement of Comayagüela witnessed an extraordinary natural phenomenon that lasted only a short time but had devastating consequences. Following the disaster, the Permanent Emergency Commission, COPECO, assessed the devastation caused by high winds, heavy rains and flooding that affected many neighborhoods of the capital. Rainfall exceeding 40 millimeters soon overflowed riverbeds and left neighborhoods with poor infrastructure completely vulnerable. Collapsed roofs, flooded marketplaces, collapsed trees and billboards created chaos throughout the city. The storm, which affected many areas, including the center of the city, caused major material losses, especially at the Las Americas market in Comayagüela. Street vendors struggled to protect their stalls and goods as the rainfall intensified. At the same time, the roof of a building on 6th Avenue collapsed under the pressure of the wind, causing major material damage. There were no casualties, but the incident raised serious questions about the durability of the buildings in the area.
What's that?
Torrential rains in different parts of the city hit not only the streets, but also some public buildings. Many businesses operating in the food court of the Mident Soto building had to suspend operations due to flooding. In particular, the soaking of goods, power outages and infrastructure failures showed that the economic damage was not only at the level of individuals, but also at the level of commercial enterprises.
Bueno, señores, el que preguntaba por la quebrada del Sapo.
During the storm in Tegucigalpa, a sudden increase in the water level in the El Sapo Creek caused panic among residents of the surrounding neighborhoods. This concern was exacerbated when some houses in the El Chile neighborhood were completely submerged. In many parts of the city, streets were flooded with water from the creeks, leaving vendors, pedestrians and motorists stranded in the middle of the floods. In some areas, sewage systems reportedly collapsed. Rainwater overwhelmed drainage lines and flooding across the city spiraled out of control.
Enorme árbol de los llamados eucaliptos se cayó con los fuertes vientos de esta reciente lluvia por la tarde.
According to the official statement made by COPECO, similar risks persist not only in Tegucigalpa, but also throughout the country due to these weather conditions that continue in different parts of Honduras. Especially in the city of Comayagua, a hurricane-like storm blew the roofs off more than 200 houses, toppled electricity poles, and caused serious damage to 2 schools. The municipalities of Siguatepeque and Comayagua were the most affected areas, while the moments of disaster in the neighborhoods of Iván Betancourt and 25th of October were described by residents as nightmarish. Of the 14 people injured during the storm, the majority were adults trying to protect their homes, often sustaining minor to moderate injuries from flying debris or collapsing objects. None of them are currently in life-threatening condition. In areas where power lines have been completely knocked out, response efforts by municipal authorities have focused on removing fallen trees, blocking vehicular access and repairing power lines.
Está en el centro de Tegucigalpa.
Giovanni Estrada, Vice President of COPECO, confirmed in a statement that according to a preliminary assessment of damages in the region, more than 200 homes were damaged in Comayagua alone. He emphasized that the hurricane-like winds were unusually strong in these areas and that it is extremely rare to see such strong winds at this time of year. For this reason, the authorities characterized the natural phenomenon as a storm with hurricane-like characteristics.
De la alcaldía tratar de sacar esta agua.
This has highlighted the vulnerability of Honduras's major cities to such natural disasters, even at the beginning of the rainy season. Infrastructure inadequacies, lack of pre-disaster preparedness, and inadequate public access to preventive information multiply the impact of floods and storms. COPECO predicted that rainfall will continue in the coming days and urged people living in settlements close to riverbeds to be vigilant. Luis Salinas, COPECO's head of operations, said that the public should pay attention to official warnings to avoid further loss of life and property. In conclusion, the storm and flooding disaster in Tegucigalpa has exposed not only the capital of Honduras, but also the climatic vulnerabilities across the country, proving once again that much stronger, early and organized measures must be taken against the devastating effects of climate change. After this disaster in and around Tegucigalpa, we wish all those affected get well soon. It is our greatest hope that the wounds will be healed as soon as possible and the people will regain safe days. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get the most up-to-date and accurate information about natural disasters. Your support is very important to us. Stay safe.